While Assassin's Creed 1 may have been improved upon in many departments by some of the games that came after it, Assassin's Creed 1 undoubtedly had the fundamentals of the series down. And while its formula may be repetitive, especially by today's standards, the game knows exactly what it is. It's very strong and clear what the identity of the game is. It's an Assassin's Creed game. You play as an assassin and you assassinate people. It's as simple as that. Everything in the game is structured around you being an assassin who needs to assassinate targets. You get assigned assassinations by Al-Mualim. You travel to the city your target is located in. Once there, you need to stay incognito and gather intel and information on the best time and place to strike your target by tailing, eavesdropping, interrogating, pickpocketing, or helping fellow brothers. Then you go to the bureau for them to review your strategy and give you the green light, and then you assassinate and escape. Everything you do is getting you closer to that assassination. It's all about being an assassin through and through in Assassin's Creed 1. Now, because of that, sure, it has a very repetitive mission structure, but obviously if a new game took a sort of similar approach to AC1, you could add a lot more variety to that formula to make it an authentic assassin experience. The tone and themes of the game and story also complement this dark, brutal world very well. Everything is taken seriously. The story has a very dark, gritty tone to it, and there's very few moments of levity. What do I mean by that? Take Assassin's Creed 2, for example. Now, I know most of us all love Assassin's Creed 2, but in a lot of ways, especially with tone and structure, it's very different from Assassin's Creed 1. Sure, you're still assassinating people, obviously, but not every mission you do revolves around that. There are some missions that have nothing to do with assassinating targets. There's definitely more mission variety, which is great, but in turn there's less focus on the assassin aspect when compared to AC1, which absolutely works for AC2, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have the same focus on the basics like AC1 that feels like the most authentic assassin experience. Not only that, but AC2 of course has a lot more levity, more humor, it's much lighter, and again, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it further shows the differences between that original vision for what Assassin's Creed is and should feel like in AC1. And obviously most games in the series continued down this path, becoming even less and less assassin focused, with the exception of I think AC3 and even Unity, honestly. Those games did heavily focus on the assassin aspects, and I especially loved in Unity how we got back to basics a bit, with an actual functioning creed you must answer to and receive targets to assassinate. They basically tell you to assassinate this guy, and it's left completely up to you on how you do that. In a way, it's an evolution from AC1 since there's a lot more options when it comes to assassinating targets. AC3 of course brought back that dark and gritty tone. The only problem is the mission structure isn't that great, and stealth isn't too viable either. Combat was always preferable and the more fun way to play AC3 for me at least. But back to AC1, the game has a very simple idea and they built the game around that, which is why AC1 feels so immersive and why you feel more like an assassin in that game than many of the others in the series. This is kind of a cheesy way of saying it, but it feels like Assassin's Creed. And this is something I really hope Ubisoft understands when making Assassin's Creed Rift, which is supposed to be more stealth focused. I know some people don't like the tailing or eavesdropping and all the investigating elements from the old games, but for me that's part of being an assassin. It's part of the fantasy. Following people from the shadows and investigating and searching for the best time and place to strike a target. That simple idea of being an assassin and what that means is something I really hope the developers for Rift understand, and why it was simple but so effective and intriguing in Assassin's Creed 1. And that's what the series needs to do if it truly wants to go back to basics. But let me know what you guys think about the formula and design of AC1 and how it's changed over the years in the comments. Also, shout out to Jacers, whose comment from one of my other videos really inspired this video. So thank you, Jacers. Your comments are always really insightful. But other than that, if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you're new. And other than that, thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day, Assassins.